What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we're taking a deep dive into my favorite Kaisers that are available right now. We're going to have some older Kaisers. We're going to have some newer Kaisers. We have a nice mixture. And these are my favorites of all time that are currently in production and available. The Kaiser T1 is going to kick us off, and this is one of the most iconic Kaisers in my opinion. They did a more premium version of this knife, and then when this affordable version hit, this was an absolute game changer. This has been a heavy user for me for quite a while. 154 on the steel, nice drop point blade, a little bit of a straight edge into the belly, into a nice pokey tip. We have beautiful micarta on this guy. We have a nice, I think this is aluminum for the back spacer here. We have some internal milling in there, a nice minimal deep carry clip, great access to the liner. Very good action on this guy. Basically a free dropper, incredibly good action, great build quality from Kizer on these. Just an exceptional job, and these come in at a very affordable cost. The T1 is without a doubt one of my favorite Kaisers of all time. Next up, we have the Kaiser Sheep Dog. Now, this is not the Mini, not the XL. This is the regular Sheep Dog. Now, if you've been around for a little bit, you know all about the Sheep Dog. If you are newer, you may not know about the T1. You may not know about the Sheep Dog here. But if you're looking for incredible action at an affordable price, but still maintaining the utility aspect of the knife, this is a great knife to consider. It's a full-size knife, 154 on the steel with a black wash sheep's foot blade. You have a nice cutout that's been very well placed, very well chamfered out and softened. It is just executed so well. The detent is absolutely on point, and here we have another free dropper that is extremely well controlled on the way down. And for such a heavy blade, that is insane that they were able to dial this into the point where it's actually a controlled drop and not that loosey-goosey action that some of them get. We have nicely finished micarta, a deep carry clip. We have great access to the liner. The Sheep Dog is one of my favorite affordable utility monsters ever, and this will be a mainstay in Kaiser's lineup for the rest of Kaiser's production life. Now let's bring in a little bit newer of a knife, and this one makes the list because Kaiser and a few other companies have really perfected the button lock, guys. Not only are they making it more pleasurable, more satisfactory to open the knife up, right? But they are also making it so that they have great tolerances and are able to withstand pressure that a lot of previous button locks could not withstand. And what I mean by that is they are locking up and they are maintaining a solid lockup. I absolutely love this blade shape. It is a nice drop point blade. Just very well done. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful looking. I love this drop point blade. Kaiser does a great job on their PVD DLC coatings. 154 again, we're going to see that a lot. We have dual thumb studs and a rear and front flipper tab. And like I said, guys, this thing is so well tuned. You can wind up. That's how well done these are. We have nice layered micarta on this guy. Nice and soft, but maintains that grip that you need. We have open construction with internal milling in there. We have a big old lanyard hole here for the lanyard fans. We have a deep carry reversible clip here with a filler tab. Button has some jimping on it. Just an outstanding execution on Kaiser's part. Love this Kaiser KH or the Kaiser K. Newer knife from Kaiser, but this one is going to be a mainstay in my collection, no question. Now, if you don't quite like the Kaiser Sheep Dog, but you like it a little bit, but you wish it was a little bit different, the Kaiser Tousser K right here is going to be absolute money. We have a satin finished 154 cm sheep split blade on this guy. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment option. We have rich light handles here, great access with some jimping and a short chamfer on this guy. They have multi-row bearings in here, guys, so this thing is going to thwack out and just drop like crazy. Detent is tuned very well. If you can get out of the way, this will just drop all the way home every single time. The action on these is very, very nice. These have, the Rich Light has this, not necessarily a honeycomb, but kind of an elongated honeycomb here. We have a lanyard hole, deep carry clip. You can tell I've carried this one. It's a little bent up, but it is reversible. We have internal milling in there for weight relief, and these come in at a great, great price. And this is a full-size knife. Very well done from Kaiser. The Tousser K and the Tousser series is absolutely incredible. Next up, one of my favorite secondary knives of all time, the Kaiser Mini Roach. We have a hollow ground 154 cm stone washed drop point leaf shaped blade. We have a cutout and rear flipper tab for the deployment. We have a nice full finger choil up here. This thing is an absolute monster when it comes to slicing and dicing. We have honeycomb rich light handles here yet again. Detent is tuned to perfection on this guy. We have a lighter blade, so it won't be quite of a free dropper as a couple of these were, but with the right amount of break-in, this would definitely be close to, you know, a nice dropper. It's controlled. The tolerances are tight, so it's kind of a 1 or 2 shaker, but very, very well done from Kaiser. We have a deep carry clip here, great access to the liner, and like I said, guys, this thing is an absolute slicing machine. The Mini Roach, the Roach, the Titanium Roach, they are all absolutely incredible knives, and at the price point that you can get these, they are just outstanding. A high recommend. Love the Mini Roach and the whole Roach series. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, and some of these are heavy users, so there might be some marks and whatnot on them, but we have the Kaiser Bou Guy here, guys, and I absolutely love this thing. It might not be everybody's jam, but I just love this blade shape. You have this swedge that rolls from the tip down to the start of the belly. It works really good. It makes everything up here nice and tough. It comes down pretty thin. You have a fuller that runs into this bullet-shaped cutout here. Great access to that liner. You have Kaiser's beautiful micarta on this. This is some of the best, if not the best micarta in the game between the Bou Guy and the T1 and a few select other models. Kaiser has some of the best micarta in the game. We have a deep carry clip here that will be reversible on this guy, and the action is going to be just absolutely fantastic. Kaiser does a great job on their 154 cm steel, and that's what this guy is in as well. They do a fantastic job on it, and the Bou Guy needs an XL as well. They need to do an XL of this knife, but as this knife sits, it's a great knife and it's a great secondary carry to me. I love the Kaiser Bou Guy, and it will not be going anywhere from my collection. Next up, we have the runner-up for my favorite button lock of 2023, and it could have easily been the winner. It stayed the winner. It stayed in first place pretty much the entire year, and definitely could be the winner. But we have a Kaiser Damn Designs collaboration here with this Mad Tanto, a very low Tanto blade. I love it. It's like a drop Tanto. It's flush or even lower than the pivot, which is a great move because the lower that Tanto is, the more user-friendly and usable it becomes. You have a nice secondary edge here, thin primary edge. I love the way this slopes down. You have some usable jimping here. Nice full finger choil. Great barrel around the button. Pivot looks great. We have more beautiful micarta yet again. Some of the best stuff in the game. If you like micarta and haven't experienced some of the micartas that Kaiser does, you really need to get over there and check out some of these various models because it is fuzzy, it is soft, it is grippy, it is just well finished, well executed. It is in the top of the micarta class, no question about it. We have an ultra deep carry, steel rollover clip here, ultra deep. Micarta backspacer with a little hidden lanyard tube back here. Just fantastic. Now this will be a flipper only, but it's great, guys. I love the Mad Tanto. I've heard a lot of people rave about this knife. I've seen some people who have had some issues, but I don't think any design, can go completely through, a full production of it where you're making thousands of them and not have some issues that slip through. But I think for the most part, this knife is absolutely phenomenal. I love how tall the handle is. You can get a nice purchase on this guy. If you have bigger hands, this thing is going to be absolute money, especially with that full choke up spot there. This thing is an absolute game changer. If you like button locks, Tantos, micarta, this guy is going to be one to heavily consider. So this was a very tough call. The previous ones were not in really any specific order, but these last two are definitely in my favorites, okay? And then we have one that at the end here that didn't make the list only because it is brand new to the channel and to me, and I just don't have much time with it. But number 2 is going to be the Drop AAR. One of the knives that changed the crossbar locking game forever. An adjustable crossbar locking system from Kaiser called the Clutch Lock is in this knife, and it is outstanding. We have a satin tumble, spear point, drop point, 154 cm blade, dual thumb studs for the deployment options. We have black aluminum handles that are just nicely finished, guys. We have a long row of jimping. Great job on Kaiser's part. Just a perfect secondary carry and a primary carry for that matter. And like I said, the action on these is phenomenal, guys. The 154 is done very well. We have a deep carry rollover clip. It'll be reversible. Lanyard hole. Just an exceptional design from Kaiser. I love the Drop AAR. Let's get to number 1. Number 1 is going to be the Kaiser Escort, guys. This is my favorite Kaiser of all time. 20 CV on this one. Now, they do make some other ones, and I don't have experience with them, so I don't know. But this one, guys, is absolutely perfection. 20 CV on the blade steel. Yeah, they might not do Spyderco heat treatment on their 20 CV, but I think it's pretty damn good. And we have a fuller for aesthetics, dual thumb studs for the deployment, and I put the strongest springs on the strongest setting on this and the Drop AAR. And guys, it is just absolute money on these. Same black aluminum handles as the Drop AAR. This is kind of like big brother, little brother, or dad and son, however you want to look at it, primary and secondary. But I absolutely love these two knives. I even threw a TRM titanium clip on the Escort. That's how much I love this knife, and they do fit from TRM. It's the same hole pattern. So if you're looking to upgrade some of your Kaiser knives that have this same pattern, you can use TRM's titanium clips on there. But this is a little bit more, a little bit more substantial than the Drop AAR is. But they are both awesome. Just kind of depends on which, what you're looking for. But the Escort and the Drop AAR are literally 1A and 1B of my favorite Kaisers of all time. Now, let's get to the runner-up here. Now, this knife, guys, will end up replacing one of these knives, or we'll be just adding another number here later this year when we do another Kaiser top knives. But this is the Kaiser Task. This is a newer offering from Kaiser, and it's just phenomenal, guys. We have this beautiful modified sheep's foot blade here. We have a cutout and studs for deployment, satin finished 154 cm blade, and just like the Escort, just like the Drop AAR, we have the Kaiser clutch lock, and it is just absolute money. I have to take this apart and move the tension to the strongest setting, but even as this sits, it's most likely in the middle. There's 3 spots. It's most likely in the middle. I want to move it to the strongest setting, but it's money right here. So if I can get just a little bit more on it, it'll be amazing. And we have Kaiser's great green micarta here. We have a deep carry reversible pocket clip as well. And these things are extremely affordable, guys. I just absolutely love this knife. This is one that didn't make the list because of how new it is to me. But I think it'll be sitting right here with these 3. I have tons of experience with Kaiser's 154, so I know how this is going to do and perform. I just didn't feel right putting it on the list, as there's a lot of other knives that have been around for a long time and have proven themselves to me, and this one will as well. I have no doubts about it. It's comfortable. It's got a great blade shape, and I think it'll be an awesome addition to these 2 knives right here. Straight back, spear point, drop point, and then a sheep's foot, all 3 together. Man, just some great stuff from Kaiser. Let me know what some of your favorite Kaisers are down below. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I should add. I love hearing from you guys, and it means a ton to me when you leave me them little comments. I love hearing from y'all. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. Greatly appreciate it. Helps out the videos, helps out the channel. If you're new to G-Ball Vision, or you've been here before and you're not subscribed, we have tons of videos coming every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day. Lots more coming up the pipe, guys. Hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one, baby.